Big Board Sports with Roger Wyland on 104.5 The Team.
Well, I love this segment. Jimmer Fredette and EJ Gallup teaming up here on Big Board Sports on 104.5 The Team, ESPN Radio. EJ from Gloversville, our star player from Gloversville, sits down with us in studio. Jimmer joins us as well, not in studio, but he is on the other end of this line, and this is the 5th annual, the basketball tournament, $2 million winner-take-all. Jimmer is playing this year, not just coaching. Good morning, Jimmer. How are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
What's up, We're good, Jimmer. We got EJ in the studio as well.
Jim, what's going on?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, EJ?
I'm doing good, buddy.
So you're playing pretty well, my man, and I'm sure looking forward to year 2 with this group, but a little different because you're going to be on the court.
Yeah, it'll be a lot more fun this year. You know, last year was a little more stressful. Being a coach, it's a lot different than playing, and I'm just not ready for that stage of my career yet. I want to be out there playing, having fun, and just being able to compete and go out there and play with some friends will be a great experience.
All right, so set this up for us. You're the number 2 seed in the Midwest bracket in Columbus, Ohio?
Yes, I think that's what we are.
And you start the 21st of July?
Yeah, I think so. The 21st of July will be our first game, and we'll play one on Saturday. If we win, then we'll play another one on Sunday, and then if we win that, then play the following weekend and continue to go from there. So, it's a fun tournament. Yeah, they do a good job putting it on, and the games will be on ESPN and ESPN2. So, I mean, it's great exposure, and it's a great chance to play some competitive basketball during the summer when you don't get a whole lot of opportunities to do that. So it'll be fun to be able to be in a real game setting and, like I said, play with some friends and go out there and compete.
Hey, Jimmer, Chris Honorato here in studio with Roger. What were the factors that went into your decision last year just to coach and then this year to actually play? Was there something in your contract with the CBA that you wanted to honor, and do you have a little more flexibility now this off season to play in a tournament like this?
Yeah, so last season I was a free agent, so I was in a contract year. And I wasn't sure exactly where I was going to play at that point. I was still in negotiations. So I didn't want to do anything to jeopardize, getting a deal somewhere. And so I felt like once I got a deal and have it safe, now this summer I got permission to play and, just go out there and play some competitive basketball, like I said. But I'm in a more flexible position where I could play this year and still have a year on my contract guaranteed, knowing that I'm going to be going back to China for one more year. And so I just felt like it was a much better timing this year to play than it was last year.
EJ, good to see you, my man.
Good to see you guys.
Oh, how's vacation, all right?
Vacation, yeah, it was good. It's over with now. I'm back in the gym, back on the diet.
Done with that, right? You got to gear up. You got to get ready to go.
Yep, it was quick.
What will it mean to have Jimmer back, and what do you think this team, how do you feel about your team now, second time around in this tournament?
Yeah, that's the big thing is the second time around. I think last year it was nice for us to get familiar with it. Obviously, not having Jimmer in a collared shirt and in the jersey would be a huge difference for us. So that's going to be nice. But year 2 is much. It has a different feel already. Like you said, we're a 2 seed instead of last year we were a 9 seed. We have Jimmer, we have Xavier Silas. We added a former coach of mine who is a Polish national team coach, Mike Taylor, who's going to come in and coach. So it has a much different feel this year. We're definitely a little more serious about it, and having a year under our belt, we're definitely looking forward to it.
And Jim Boeheim's Army is the number 1 seed in the Northeast bracket. What do we know about them?
Well, they're coming with that zone. They're going to be long, and they play the zone. They've been playing really well. They've played together for a long time, which is a big key. I mean, for us, our guys haven't played together, so we'll meet in Columbus on like Friday night, and everyone will say hello. This is my name, and a little bit about our games. But that's a big thing is familiarity, and so it's something that we're going to have to try to hit the ground running with. But we have a great group of guys, which is important. So I think we're going to gel quickly and make this run.
Hey, Jimmer, who are some of the guys you like on this team? I know your former BYU teammate Charles Abuo is on the team, and he just had great success internationally this past season. Who are some of the other guys that you're excited to play alongside?
Yeah, I've played with a lot of the guys actually on this team. I played with Xavier Silas. I played with Jordan Crawford, Charles Abuo, EJ obviously. I've played with Derek Cook, who's going to be a guy that's on the team, and then a couple other players. So, I mean, I've played with a lot of different guys, and they're all good guys. That's the biggest thing. Like EJ said, we won't have any type of ego, so I don't think it'll be as difficult, for us to gel as a team. We just kind of, got to get out there and play, get a couple games under our belt, hopefully winning a couple games and moving forward, and we'll get familiar and know each other a little bit better. But I'm excited to play with a lot of different guys. It's a fun group, and it should be a great experience and just be a lot of fun.
What kind of style are you going to play, Jim? Are we up tempo, firing up the threes? Are we kicking the ball inside a little bit? Are we playing 4 out, 1 in? What are we talking
those
about?
threes,
or just
man.
Fire up those threes?
Well, I'm going to be shooting threes. I don't know what
I was going to say, you guys know who you got on the radio right now?
No, I mean, for sure. I think we have some good inside guys. I think we're pretty athletic. I think that's one of our good advantages that we have. Our big guys can really run the floor. So I think we'll probably end up playing more of like a 4 out, 1 in type deal with a roller. Our two big guys are really good at rolling to the basket, dunking the basketball, getting putbacks, really good energy, and we have some really good shooters on the outside. So it'll be a tough guard, I think, for a lot of different teams. But I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to play up tempo. We're going to shoot a lot of threes. We're going to throw some oops and different things like that will open up the court. So,
Jimmer, I saw the quotes of yours, but I don't want to put words in your mouth. So if they're accurate, I'll let you just confirm them. But you haven't played, obviously, here in the States for everyone to see in a couple of seasons now. And I saw a quote that said, hopefully through this basketball tournament, you could put on display some things you've improved or at least enhanced playing in China to maybe get back into the NBA. Is that still something you're thinking about, and is this a gateway perhaps to that?
That's kind of taking a little bit out of context. Obviously it is a great opportunity to play, like I said, on a great platform because it's going to be on ESPN, and no real basketball will be played during this period, which, everyone will kind of tune in and watch if they want to. So it's definitely a good opportunity to kind of showcase your skills again for sure. I'm just trying to do it to, get better and, obviously, have fun and play some competitive basketball during the summer. Like I said, whoever's watching is watching. So, you never know who's going to be watching. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people out there, maybe some scouts, maybe not, who knows. But, I'm definitely excited to be able to play in front of an American audience again and, show some people again, of course, what I can do. I'm always a competitive guy, so I love to go out there and play well and hopefully, be able to help our team win. And like I said, if, whoever's watching is watching, and, I still have one more year in China for sure, so I can't, necessarily worry about anything else except for that right now. But, obviously once that contract is up, we'll see what happens. If there is an NBA chance, that would be amazing. But at this point, I just want to make sure that I find the best place for myself, my career, my family, wherever that may be. So I think this is a good opportunity to show again what I can do.
Jimmer, any advice for Kevin Huerter as he sits on a big week here Thursday? He's not really sure where he's going to go. Decided after a strong combine that he would stick with the NBA, and everyone's assuming he'll be a first-round pick somewhere, but not really sure where. Any advice? Or I'm sure you probably could put yourself in his position where you were a few years ago.
Yeah, I would just tell him to just enjoy the process, enjoy that night. It's something that you dream about as a kid, and you don't get to experience that ever, again in your life. So just try to enjoy that experience as much as you can, and then after that, make sure that you're ready to go to work. You go out there and you're gonna, come into a system, and you're gonna have to prove yourself all over again once you get in front of your teammates and everything. So I'm excited for him. He's been great. I've been able to follow his career at Maryland, and he's played really, really well and continue to get better. And, he's a really good fit, I think, for the NBA game right now. He's tall and he's athletic. He can shoot the ball and defend multiple positions. So I think he has the chance to have great success in the NBA. So very excited for him. I would just tell him to be who he is, be true to himself, go out there and control the things that he can control.
Jimmer, appreciate a few minutes, man. I can't wait to see you and EJ and the boys get after it here and make a run at the 2 million winner take all. That'd be a nice little hit.
That'd be okay.
That'd be okay.
That'd be fine.
It'd be fun, yeah, for sure. But thanks for having me on, guys. And EJ, I'll be seeing you soon.
All right, buddy.
Thanks, Jimmer.
Thanks,
All right,
Jimmer.
guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks
Jimmer
a lot.
Fredette, our good friend from obviously from Glens Falls. We got a lot of Glens Falls going on.